After 20 years of selling homes in Marysville and Union County, I've learned a few things that most sellers don't find out until it's too late. Today, I want to share those with you because if you're thinking about selling your home, this information could be the difference between leaving money on the table and walking away with everything the market will give you. I'm Jim West. I've worked this market through hot sellers markets, slow buyers markets, and everything in between. And one thing has stayed consistent across all of them. The sellers who get the best price aren't necessarily the ones with the nicest homes. They're the ones who prepare the smartest. So let me walk you through what that actually looks like. The first thing 20 years has taught me is that first impressions are made before a buyer ever walks through your door. In the early days of my career, most buyers drove neighborhoods on weekends looking for yard signs. Today, they're on Zillow at 10 o'clock at night, making decisions about which homes are worth their time, based entirely on photos. If you're listing photos, don't stop them from scrolling. They never make it to your front door. That means the work you do before your home goes on the market matters more than most sellers realize. Things like fresh paint on the front door, cleaned up landscaping, even decluttered rooms that photograph well. Those aren't cosmetic luxuries. They're the price of admission in today's market. And the good news is most of this work is low cost and high return. The second thing I've learned is that pricing is a strategy, not a guess. I've seen sellers price their homes based on what their neighbor got 2 years ago. I've seen sellers pick a number because it felt right. And I've seen sellers insist on a price that has no connection to what buyers in this market are actually willing to pay. But here's what the data does tell us. Homes that are priced correctly from day one sell faster and for more money than homes that start too high and have to reduce. Why? Because a price reduction is a signal to buyers. It tells them the market didn't agree with the seller's number, and that creates doubt. It invites lower offers. It extends your days on market, and the longer a home sits, the more negotiating power shifts to the buyer. Pricing right from the start isn't leaving money on the table. It's the fastest path to getting what your home is actually worth. The third thing I've learned is that the condition of your home tells buyers a story, and you want to control that story. When a buyer walks through your home, they're not just looking at walls and floors. They're calculating every deferred maintenance item they spot. A dripping faucet, a cracked outlet cover, a water stain on the ceiling goes into a mental column. And at the end of that walkthrough, they make an offer based on what they saw, not what you think the house is worth. The sellers who get the best price are the ones who did a walkthrough of their own home before it went on the market. Through the eyes of a buyer. They fixed the small things. They didn't leave easy objections sitting out in plain sight. And because of that, buyers had fewer reasons to negotiate down. I always recommend a pre-listing walkthrough with my clients for exactly this reason. It's one of the most valuable things we can do before a home hits the market. The fourth thing 20 years has taught me is that the agent you choose changes the outcome. This isn't self-promotion, it's math. An experienced local agent knows what buyers in this market respond to. They know how to position your home against the competition. They know how to handle multiple offers, negotiate effectively, and protect your interests through inspection and closing. An agent who doesn't know this market the way I do may get your home sold, but they may not get you everything the market will bear. I've seen a difference firsthand. Two similar homes, same neighborhood, same square footage, listed within weeks of each other. One was marketed well, priced strategically, and repaired properly. It sold at full price in 11 days. The other sat for 60 days and sold for less than asking. The homes were very comparable. The process was not. So here's the bottom line. Getting the best price for your Marysville home isn't about luck, and it isn't about waiting for the perfect market. It's about preparing well, pricing smart, and working with someone who knows what they're doing in this specific market. If you're thinking about selling, even if it's not for another 6 months or a year, I'd love to sit down with you and map out a plan, a free, no pressure consultation where we look at your home, talk through the numbers, and figure out the right approach for your situation. So call or text me 614-507-5732 or visit my website, jimwestteam.com. I'm Jim West, and after 20 years in this market, helping Marysville and Union County homeowners get the best possible outcome is still what I show up to do every day.